Go, come on. Come on. I went to Kincaid Park yesterday, and there's a parking lot that I like to go to because not very many people go there, and it hadn't been plowed, and it was deep, but it was plowed the first time that it snowed, so it was deceiving looking. But you go in and all that was ready to crumble away. There's 2 ducks right there. And come on, focus. It's a downhill, graded, sloped or whatever parking lot, and then to go in and then to get out it's uphill. And I went in and I tried to make a turn, and as soon as I knew it was going to happen. I could tell by the way the car was driving. But once you're committed, you can't stop. Well, if I stopped, I might have got stuck sooner. And if I didn't stop, then maybe I'll make it. But if I don't make it, I'll still be stuck. So, but further in. Anyways, I turned the wheel and I knew it was gonna stop, but it did. And it stopped, and the traction control, I left it on because, you know, you're in the heat of the moment, you're stepping on the gas. You don't want to stop stepping on the gas because the car's moving. But then when it started to slow down, the momentum wasn't enough for the spinning of the tires. Then the car thinks it's sliding out of control, and it puts the clutch in. There's like a auto clutch or something where it'll you can push on the gas all you want, and a governor or something won't let you floor it. And when it does that, it starts putting the brakes on. So had to stop all the momentum and turn the traction control off. On the cars, the new cars, everybody's cars basically, you gotta turn it off twice if you're in a stuck situation like this, because you turn it off once and it's not really that helpful. It's still gonna put the brakes on. You turn it off twice and it'll still put the brakes on, but it takes a lot of manipulating for it to do it. I wouldn't mind taking it into my own hands. Like if there was something that you plug into the sensor that's just programmed to always give the right response. Like, oh yeah, you're putting the brakes on. Yep. Oh, or just probably, you don't need to put the brakes on ever. I've always got this type of thing, you know. It's like a magic button where even if the car is sliding out of control and hitting a brick wall, it thinks it's going fine. I'm okay with that. I am not asking for the car to drive itself, unless it's like got a robot personality, kind of like Kit. I don't know. But then it's like, who's driving, you know? We get in a crash and the car's like, that was you. And I'll be like, I thought that was you. The car Car's like, I'm the car. I know exactly who it was, and it was you. But you would just say that if you didn't want to get in trouble. I love the smell of diesel in the morning. I like the trees when the lights are on there and they get the snow on it. That looks cool. Now it smells like antifreeze. I kind of get into it and I never finish the thought. I don't even think they're worth it. But that Tucker Carlson guy, I don't think it's his channel. Maybe it is. I don't know. Somebody putting his videos on there. I had to say I don't want to get recommended from them because they're pretty good at... Come on, this way. They're pretty good at faking the interesting titles and stuff. And the guy talks about things that are supposedly going on, our best interest to know about and weigh in on, because, oh, you gotta you gotta vote. If you don't vote, then how do you feel connected to any of this manipulation that we're doing? You know? How do you feel shamed that you spent all this money on killing babies? People like the Vietnam War, when they came back, people are like, you're a baby killer, baby killer. Well, that's what the world is going to be doing to Americans. You go somewhere, anywhere else in the world, and they're going to be like, oh no, you guys kill everywhere you go, start wars everywhere you go. We're just a puppet. Everybody's just a puppet. Because all the real people are governed by fake people. Who's pulling their strings? They don't even fucking know. I'll bet you they don't know. They think that they're pulling their own strings. I'm almost positive. Come on, Guru. These people think that they're doing this plan all on their own, and they're gonna take over the world. It's gonna be the Democrats are gonna do it. Come on, man, this way. The Republicans are gonna do it. We're gonna have a Republican world, a Democrat world. I was talking with, well, my mom, and she's not real forceful about it, but I get the feeling sometimes that she has these tendencies of the feminism and things like that, and I really wanted to know what's the end game. Well, what's a feminist working towards? Equality, where you go around fucking other genders or something, or they have the baby, you make all the money and they take care of the kids. I don't know. You're gonna change personalities, like whole personalities. Women have these traits. They tend to be more caring and all that. And, oh, we got ones that like to hit people. Okay, so that's a behavioral thing, but like a tendency. they don't have a tendency to hit people. They have women. This has been studied. How do we get to just throw everything away because we don't know about it? Once you find out about it, then you have to take it into your equation. You know? Oh, I think women and men are equal. Okay, well, yeah, that's great. We should treat them like they're equal, but they're not equal. They have equal opportunities and equal worth, but they aren't the same. We can't go that way. Just because a guy is a guy doesn't mean that he can do everything that a guy can do, you know? Some guys can do things that some girls can do that most guys can't, and vice versa. It doesn't, I mean, how could anybody not see that? Okay, you got a group of guys. There's going to be differences in the guys from the different families and things, but there'll also be similarities. There can be tall things, short things, you know, large bone things, small bone things, thin bone things, whatever. I don't know. It's just like in horticulture, we were looking at the plants, the traits, the genes to create the traits. Focus, iPhone. Do you think you're doing a good job? Do you think the iPhone just thinks this is all good? I mean, how does it know when it's in focus? The amount of smarts that the phone can have, you would think they could program it so that when I'm messing with it more, that it needs to try again. I mean, what the fuck are you doing, phone? There's no focus button. There's nothing I can do. You guys are missing, I think, a cool shot. But no, the phone doesn't. Oh. You can do it, huh? Makes it look all stupid, though. There's water all right here, and the steam is coming up off of the water right there. All over the water. So the whole thing, so when you look way back there, you can see more of it, but you can see it all right here, too. It's all right here. There's steam right here. The phone doesn't see it, though, I guess. I don't know. It's in focus now, though. So there you go. There's the dog stretching and rolling around. That one's eating salty ice. I know. I don't want to go that way. Well, yeah, you see it's slippery. I don't know. We'll go look. I don't think so, though. No. Nope. Go, Root, come on. We're not doing it. Come on, you guys. We'll play around here. They had them talking about aliens. So, America found aliens. And America is the only country in the world that's not telling its people that they found aliens. That fucking hurt. Makes me want to just kick her. But what is it? Eye for eye? I wish I could tell you how much that hurts. Come on. Stop. Let's go. Come here. Come here. Come on. So, America's the only place, the only country that's not telling its people that we got the aliens, we got their bodies, and we're studying it. And that sounds so fucking stupid. Who the fuck thinks that? We got aliens. We're gonna put it in the newspaper. We're gonna say, yeah, there's aliens. And then we're gonna say, no, there's not aliens. And then we're gonna say, we don't know if there's aliens. There's no such thing as aliens. We're gonna have all this stuff. We're gonna... Tell me if I'm wrong. We're gonna have our jets that are experimental, that people have never seen before, that can do things that we don't tell them that they can do for national security, for your own safety. Gonna have them doing all these things that you don't think they should be able to do, but they can do. It's easy because everything works in a way that you don't even fucking understand. Oh boy. And alright. Now there's people working in it, coming out saying, yeah, we got this thing, it's this project, and it's like this whole step of enslaving the world. You can't just enslave the world with force, because that won't work. It has to be an across-the-board effort. You have to totally enslave them, otherwise they will get back. They will get a hold of reality, and they'll take it back. They'll take their own power back. They won't take your power, but they'll take their power back, and you won't have their power, and you'll be just like everybody else. And then you'll have to do all the things that everybody else does, because nobody else at the end is really going to do it for you. They're going to do something for you for themselves, and that's what it is. Sell the idea that this charity is going to save possibly you someday. It's going to raise up humanity. This person over here that's starving to death, that's the person that saved the world. And if we let them die, then the world dies. Uh-oh, that's scary. Scary fucking shit. Better save everybody for that reason. It's so fucking hard. It's not easy, like I say. It's easy to see it, but you can't do it. Prove me wrong. You can't do it. You can't live your life the right way. It's so fucking hard. I'm trying, and I can't do it. I can't do it. I keep getting out, and they pull me back in. You gotta pay rent. What do you mean I gotta pay rent? Well, if you don't pay rent, we're gonna kick you out. What do you mean you kick me out? Well, if you don't get out and we can't kick you out, then we can get some other people to kick you out. Eventually, you're gonna want to leave anyways. You become a prisoner in your own house. That wasn't the intention, so well, what can you do? I'm playing the game. So they can let me leave the house, play the game, because other people want to play the game around me. They don't want to start their own game. It's easier. It's easier to go without and try to trick people for the little things that you can have. Come on, Goro. Then to just get it all yourself. I say it to people around me. Maybe I say it to you guys too. But I've watched a lot of TV. It's experiencing different lives from different angles. If you are good at it, if you can use your imagination, you can go to these places. Anyways, I've hung out with, felt like the bridge was settling. Hung out with these grifters for years. I hung out with some grifters in America. I forget the name of the gang, but they always like saying that they were the leverage for the little guys. I'm just playing around. That's the name of the TV show, Leverage. And then the one in the UK was a good one too. I have a hard time thinking of the name of that one. What is the name? Anyways, you have to be a user. You have to be playing the game. You have to want to get something for nothing, some kind of cheat, some kind of thing. You don't necessarily want to have to hurt somebody, but if you hurt somebody financially, sure, somebody rich, it might not hurt them so much, set them back. But somebody that's not financially off, which is usually tied to the people, because the people get rich off of other people, those people that are tied to that, that's a major attack on their lives, on their livelihood. If you're doing like unfair tactics because you don't like somebody, you get them fired from the job and they do a perfectly fine job. The only thing is just you don't like them for some reason. That's an attack. You're attacking that person, causing harm to their family. If someone was like that, what means would you have to defend yourself? Well, what if that person wasn't around anymore? Then there would be no threat against your family. If you ended the possibility of that person threatening your family, then your family has no threat. What is a threat against your family? Well, your family could die. So that's a death threat against your family. To cause monetary harm so that you can't provide for your family. So now, what kind of force can you use to somebody that's trying to kill you? Somebody's trying to kill you and your family, and what kind of force can you use back? Is not having compassion, is that a form of an attack? By somebody not having compassion, could that end your family's life? Could you end a family's life with something that you could do or not do? We're taught not to think about the golden rule, not to even think about the implications of it, of our actions. You want to be free to do this and free to do that. But those freedoms have consequences for other people that don't even know that this choice is even being made. You have to think about all of this stuff to be responsible. And it's a lot of work to be free. It sounds like, I don't know, because these are all just ideas. Maybe it's not a lot of work. Maybe it's fucking easy. Because maybe if everybody was doing it and we were all free, maybe there would be none of this fucking bullshit. It wouldn't even be, it's a non-fucking issue. Come on. I don't know. I don't know. Will we ever know? Will I ever leave? Is that what this show's about? Did everybody grow up like watching TV and people call you crazy if you talk to the TV? Well, now we're all watching videos, and you're not fucking crazy. But you can't just talk. You gotta type it out. Unless you got one of them voice command things. And then you might get some weird comments sometimes, but then you just talk. Make some comments. Have some thoughts about this and that. At least just join the camaraderie. If there's people that are trying to better themselves, then they're not going to be mean to you. And if you want to better yourself, talk. I guess if there's like way different levels and there's people that are still being mean to other people, I don't know. Look at it like a test. All the things I don't like, I think, are tests. To see how I'm going to react to it. How you going to react to World War III? But it's not the traditional World War III. I don't know. What's going to happen? Are we going to all have to go fight? Or are we just going to have to sit here and listen to it all? I'm not a teenager anymore. I know some people that have teenagers. So yeah, their kids will probably die. That'll be sad for them. Change things for me. Won't it? Will it? I don't know. Things will blow up. Okay. So now people are saying, well, they're going to bring terrorism here. Well, our own government already does terrorism. And now other people are going to do it too. That'd be kind of exposing, I bet you. When we see some real terrorism, opposed to government terrorism. A shooting every year or so. What about when there's terrorism when you can't go to the store because there's a fucking good chance that the store's gonna blow up. If more than 5 people go there in a day, then that's a good target for a terrorist, not for the government. It's not scary enough. Most of you don't think that it'll ever happen to you. But when every store in your neighborhood blows up over the course of a week, you're not going to the store no more. You're being terrorized. So, I don't know. If you don't speak up now, it's not like everybody's scared of us. Scared of America. If they're already being bombed by us, if they're already, getting hit by missiles that we sold to these people for dirt cheap so they could send a lot of missiles over there, then what do they have to be scared of? Why not do whatever you need to do to get something positive for yourself out of the country that's doing it to you? Come on, jump in. Come on. Will Smith says it in one of the Men in Blacks. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. Come on, get in. Woo, jump. Yeah. Good girl. Come on, you too. You're on camera. Candy camera. All right. Tired guy. Good boy. Wow. That's an old man.